the challenge and the rewards, I would believe, that come with the patience. And I've heard Gary Vee talk about it, heard a lot of individuals talk about it, but just the understanding that is after the beginning phase, that is where the real, I believe, the real work starts, right? Where you put on your hat and you put on your utility tools and you really go to work. Hey everyone, we're back, and I just want to jump on here today and spread my my convos every single day, and I hope everyone is taking care of themselves, not only obviously emotionally but mentally, right? If that makes sense. Staying true, staying active, getting out there, doing some type of activities that we kind of seem to overlook, especially now with what's going on around the world and all these things. We get distracted very easily. But I really want to share today a quick reminder, if I haven't said it before. I've been reading, haven't been reading much, the kids' home and schooling and stuff like that. Haven't really been prioritizing my reading and just focusing on the kids, and really not really doing what I normally do as like my likes here and there that I used to normally do. But I was recapping a book that I read back. I'm pretty sure you guys seen me review the book, The War of Art. And in the book, he was talking about a couple of things that I kind of resonated with, and I wanted to share with you guys here today. Whenever we want to start something that we want to do, we're very motivated in the beginning, right? You're very, you have all the motivation, the ideas there, the inspiration is there, and in the beginning it's very easy to do it, to do it every day for a long time. And I would relate to anybody that starts anything, any business endeavor, account, social media account, I would say YouTube channel, podcast, whatever it is that you're into, creators wise. It's very easy in the beginning to kind of create and constantly show up, right? Even if you want to start your new career or new class. I know for me, doing this, as you've seen before, I started the Coursera here on Google. In the beginning, it was so easy. I banged it out. There's so many hours of courses, and it was very easy. But now that I've kind of lost interest in it, I've kind of not really. It's been kind of a task for me to go on and take courses, or find time for it. But the reminder is that in the beginning, anything you start is going to be very easy for you as far as getting inspired and motivated to do it, right? But I think the challenge and the rewards, I would believe, that come with the patience. And I've heard Gary Vee talk about it, heard a lot of individuals talk about it, but just the understanding that is after the beginning phase, that is where the real, I believe, the real work starts, right? Where you put on your hat and you put on your utility tools and you really go to work. Because the beginning is very easy because you have the inspiration and motivation and you have this idea. Once you get it on board, you get it made and you start it, now the work starts, because now it's different. Now it's not that new thing. It's something you already kind of used to it. You've kind of gotten accustomed to it, but now you want to still do the work to maybe make it better. Maybe just stay, what's that word? Stay consistent with it and persistent. And that's the hardest thing, I think, to be patient with your passions, your creative, your art, whatever it is that you do. And in the books by Stephen Pressfield discusses how that, the beginning is the easiest part to start, but to have the patience to stay with it, to stick with it, is probably one of the difference makers in a lot of the artists you see out there today. And that the fact that none of us are different than the artists that we see that have great work, or they do great things, or they have massive success. The only difference is that they stay with it. They started, but they stay throughout. They just hold on to that vision, hold on to that that muse, right, or that dream. Everybody has dreams, right? And call me childish or whatnot, but I feel like if you have dreams, you have to try them, do them somehow, even if it's now or a year from now. But excuse me, my crazy hair, but go out there and start something, whatever it is you want to start. I always encourage my kids just to act on what you feel like you want to do. Act on your dreams. What's the worst that can happen? And in the book it says as well, there's gonna be failure in whatever you start. There's gonna be failure, and that's the beginning of your true self, your true dream, because it's not gonna be all roses and as they say, flowers and roses. It's gonna be it's gonna be grind. It's gonna be work you have to put in. And the work for me is not the work you physically go in there and you use your labor work physically. The work is the being able to stay persistent, consistent, and going through the trials and errors and understanding that it's a long game. And I think I've heard it before, heard a lot of individuals say it, but if you're a creator out there, if you've gone through any type of setbacks, or your projects haven't grown as much as you want, or things are not jumping off the way you thought they were, or they're not really expanding like you thought they were, that is the beginning of an artist, right? Understanding that not everything's going to blow up. Not everything really does blow up like that. In reality, everything takes time. Everything is building towards that time for you. And then we all have our time. Just a matter of time for all of us to really hit that peak, right? And you also have plateaus, right? Just like in the gym when I work out, I have certain times that I can't, I'll stay stuck at a weight for a while, and I just can't seem to get over the hump. And with time, eventually I start, increasing on that part. So I look at it the same way. As artists, we all have our plateaus that things don't seem to be working out. We seem to be stagnant. We're not really growing. We're not really getting new ideas or monetizing what we want to monetize. And especially for us YouTubers that have YouTube channels or even podcasts, sometimes just things take time. And I use this as well as my own advice, that, just hang in there. At the end of the day, if you're doing what you love every single day, you're trying it out, even if it's for 10 minutes a day, I think it not only does it give us overall health and just our mental health, also our physical health. We feel better about ourselves, your blood pressure, your heart rate, all these things that we kind of overlook on just doing things you love, and you're pouring yourself into it. And at the end of the day, what really is guiding you? Like, what is getting the words out of me right now? I don't know. I'm just speaking off the top of my head. But that is the amazing thing about it, right? The beauty of it, that most of us have this capacity within us, and we kind of overlook it, overthink it as well. Countless amount of times I overthink a lot of stuff. Even YouTube channel here, I still overthink many things. And one of the things I wish I knew before I started was that sometimes overthinking is not your best friend. In some cases, it is. A lot of people have great information on here, but whatever you on here, passionate about and talking about, it's already here for you. And he also talks about that in the book as well. So patience, understand that we all start somewhere, and that at the end of the day, if you're failing, you're already a step ahead from the person that hasn't even started, because you're learning and you're improvising. And remember, even the times that you're not feel like you're growing or you're doing anything, that failure will prepare you for next things to come. And it's already making you an expert in a field that you probably thought you never would be in. So take it from me. I've been failing a lot and embracing it. So let's see what happens, and I'll see you tomorrow. And don't forget, tap into those dreams. Peace.